So guys, we're going to be starting a new series of videos where we're going to be discussing different things, different burning topics in tennis, and hopefully bring you guys in on our conversation.
That's right. So we're going to talk about, we're calling it Top Tennis Trumps, similar to the Top Trumps tennis cards, football cards,
Top Trumps
tennis. Similar or actual.
Yeah.
Where we talk about the current top 20 men's and female tennis players, pro players, and discuss a number of different areas in their game.
Yeah, like their attributes, right? Like, you know, how good their forehand is, how good their backhand is, how good their serve is, the physical attributes, mental attributes. So all those things we're going to be discussing, but also we'd want to find out who's going to be, who we think is the GOAT, right?
The overall greatest of all time.
There's a lot of discussions out there, you know. People are throwing Djokovic, Nadal, Federer into the mix.
It's got to be. I mean, those three have got to be in the mix. and I mean, it is. That's a top conversation, a top topic. Controversial topic in itself, isn't it?
Yeah.
How many
Who is the
arguments
GOAT?
do we have about? Is it Federer? Is it Nadal? Is it Djokovic?
Well, why don't we have that argument
Let's have
right
it now. You're wrong.
You know,
Who's yours?
Well, so I always used to say Federer, right? Because I thought, you know what, this guy has the biggest, like the most, I guess, skill in the game, an all-round skill, right? Adaptability. He's just an all-rounder where I think he's amazing. You know, no one's played the game like him.
I mean, you make it look so easy, and obviously it isn't. How do you keep doing it?
Yeah, look, there's no secret behind it, you know. I mean, definitely a very talented player.
And when Nadal won Wimbledon, and it was like, okay, it's only been Federer, you know, it's only been Ivanisevic, it's only been the serve volleyers were dominating.
Yeah.
And then Nadal came in and won off the baseline, basically. What did Federer do? He completely adapted his game and then went on to win playing a baseline game predominantly, as opposed to the serve volley of Norm.
Do you think it was because the courts were
they made harder, didn't they?
they made them a lot slower, didn't they? So the courts have become slow, almost suiting the Rafas, Nadals, and I think maybe they partially did it for Murray. Would you say? Do you think that was a bit?
That's a big shout.
I don't know.
Who are you aiming that at?
No, because I was thinking, you know, they could have done that, right? Because if you want to have a British champion,
it worked.
Why would you not make the
Andy would have won it. Andy would have won it. Whatever.
Probably, yeah. But I'm just saying, wouldn't you would try and make the courts suited to, it's like when
countrymen.
when you've got a football team, they play at their stadium, their conditions. Right? Well, yeah, he's Scottish. He's Great British. Okay, so it still counts.
Fair enough. Yeah, of course. The one that we need to talk about though is Djokovic.
Well, I think it helps Djokovic as well as Murray because they kind of have similar game styles. I mean, I'd say Djokovic is maybe a little bit more aggressive.
More aggressive and more willing to come in maybe.
Yeah.
And dominate the net as well. He's so athletic.
Yeah.
So when we're talking about these cards, when we're talking about his strengths, we've got forehand, backhand, volley, serve, physical attributes, mental ability. So his physical attributes.
Yeah.
Djokovic, insane. But like someone like Djokovic is probably, I think we both agree, going to be our choice.
He's gone too far now to be caught by them, I feel.
Yeah, and he's younger, so they're petering out, and he's still got. I
mean, Nadal is only a year older, isn't he? He's my age.
He is, but it doesn't feel like.
No.
Does it? It feels like Nadal has come back several times.
Yes.
Unbelievable, by the way.
Unbelievable.
And unbelievably, he's been able to come back and dominate again, which once Fed was done, you kind of felt like he's bowed out gracefully, he's done. And he, again, incredible. But I think we're both leaning towards Novak
as the GOAT.
As the GOAT. The determination, the longevity, the respect he now has that he potentially didn't deserve before? Are we going to say that? I'm going to say that. I don't think he deserved it before. I think he expected it prematurely. And the fans had their favourites. The other two, Roger and Rafa,
they already had their allegiances, you know, they already had their, their support crowd. And here comes a new guy.
Exactly, aggressive.
He's always got a bit of controversy around him. I mean, look, do you remember when he got disqualified in US Open?
Yes.
He came into Australian Open and they had the whole visa thing where they,
massive visa thing, and he got the local Serbian, or his father got the local Serbian supporters.
Yeah.
Riled them up.
So there was
the Aussies aren't like his biggest fans.
And then there was the whole thing. Do you remember the water bottle when they were like mixing the water bottles and they were? It's like, what has he got in his drink? Then he had that little chip thing on
the
his
little
chip.
thing.
Yeah, like is that?
And he wants people to know
The Bionic Man.
But what was it? What
I don't
was that
know.
little chip?
I don't know.
He's been chipped.
Is he? I think it's almost like he's just winding people up because he feels like he's had so much of that in his life that now he's like kind of just doesn't
he's
care.
Like a modern day McEnroe in that respect. Like he's like, you cannot be serious.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious.
But he would never say that. But he's like, in other ways, he's mentally playing with, like McEnroe played with the umpire and played with the
possibly.
crowd. Djokovic has done that, but because he had that, you'll call it arrogance or whatever, but all top players.
Yeah, I think you need a bit of arrogance.
Like, all the top players, you need it. But it went for me, and maybe for
some people,
Djokovic fans, those guys. You throw the word role model out there, idol.
Yeah.
With Novak, it was like, I feel like he felt he deserved it prematurely. He wanted it and he wasn't given it, and that's why he got annoyed. And maybe rightly so.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe rightly so. He definitely deserves it.
Because if you're winning and you're beating records, I mean, now I read a stat. He's like 400 and I don't know how many weeks now he's at world number one, and it's almost double to what I think even more than double to what Rafa has.
But again, another stat. We like our stats.
Yeah.
This is the first time as we're filming this that Rafa's out of the top 10 in the world for 18 years, the last 18 years.
Wow.
Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
Because, I might be wrong.
You haven't done your research before this, but that's okay.
Not very good.
That's all right.
But we'll cut back to that, and I was right.
Yeah.
I was right. So you've heard a little bit about what we're going to be doing, the series of videos, top tennis trumps, playing cards to follow with your favourite player. Comment below, let us know what you think. Have your discussion.
Yep. It'd be good to hear your thoughts. Yeah, see what whether you agree with us. Do you think we've overlooked something here? Are we focusing on the wrong stats? Should it?
Are you going to come in and say Richard Gasquet is the all-time great? If you are,
Bernard Tomic.
Just turn it off now. He gets 0. But no, I mean, this is what's going to be great about this. It might be a wild card.
So yeah, guys, let us know what you think. Who should we have in our trumps cards? Who should we discuss? You can even let us know if there's someone that you think might be a good,
wild card.
Yeah, wild card.
The wild cards are the ones who we're going to feature, who might not currently be in the top 10, top 20 in the world, but they're still playing. The Monfils, the Richard Gasquets of the pro world, and we'll discuss them.
Make sure you leave a comment underneath, press the like button as well, share it with your friends, anyone that you think should get involved in this conversation, and of course subscribe to the channel so you can look out for more videos like this to come.
Bloopers, those guys.
Yeah.
Nadal, first time he's not been in the top 10 for 18 years.
But hang on, wait, I thought we're discussing, are we actually doing...
Oh, sorry, top 10, top 20.
I don't know. No, I thought I thought we were cut. I didn't know that we were still going, so I was just like not even present.
Don't worry.
Do you know what I mean?
Normal.
Oh my god. All right, starting that from now. Like, wait, We're going to start fresh. Yeah, but I'm not flexible enough for this.
I'll put mine down for a bit.
Let's see if I can get into this position. It's so uncomfortable.
It's so unnatural.
It's so uncomfortable for me. It's because I've got really tight hips.
But if I tried to do that this side, I can't do that side.
Really?
Yeah, no, that's really, I can't do that.
Yeah.
That looks quite good though. Hey.